Hey, Milan.
Hi, Sajid. How are you doing?
Good.
Good to
Listen,
see you.
thanks for coming to see me.
Pleasure.
Really fast. Time is a bit tight, I know.
Okay, no problem.
New requirement.
Okay,
New requirement. It's around the database. So this is all around R&D.
okay,
We're expanding the database,
Okay.
doubling the size, shifting from legacy to a much more updated process, updated system.
right.
And there are a couple of requirements which are quite specific. So you'll get the RFP by tomorrow.
Sure.
But I just wanted to give you a bit of a heads up
Yeah,
to
of
say
course.
that there's a couple of areas I really need you to focus on.
Okay,
They become so important for us, and that is that this time round the reporting system
okay,
is going to have to be very tight, very robust.
okay,
It's going to require weekly written reports,
fine.
and that too from all templated and things like that.
Okay.
But we'll provide you with all the templates.
Okay,
But it's specific, it's coming from somewhere quite important. And the third one is that English needs to be of a very high level
okay,
this time around.
okay,
Of all the team members, so we need really high level English. You know. These
Okay.
are the main.
sure. No problem at all. Can I just understand? So you were saying this is all part of R&D. Can you just give me a little bit more background to why the database is being improved and why at this particular time?
Yeah. Look, it's the strategy right now is to shorten the front end for all drugs and all drug releases,
Okay.
which means that the cycle of getting a drug to market it needs to be shortened from three years to 15 months,
Wow. Okay.
which is a great challenge.
Yeah.
This means that we need to go much faster out into the market, do the research trials, and get the FDA agreements and approvals much faster.
Right.
For that, the amount of data that needs to be
Of
shown
course.
to the FDA is
Absolutely.
going to have to be much bigger, and that's why.
Okay.
And this is critical strategically for the success of the business.
Okay. Oh, so this is part of a broader strategy?
Absolutely, and especially in some of the drugs, especially the whole new range of the cholesterol reduction drugs, the BP reduction drugs. Over there, the competition is rife,
Right.
and it's very much about first to market.
Okay.
So we're putting a lot of emphasis in the shortening the R&D cycle.
Okay. And look, this is very useful. I'd love to understand a little bit more about that when we both have a bit more time.
Sure.
Just very quickly, you said reporting in English.
Yeah.
Just want to understand a bit more about the reporting. There's a particular focus on robustness and written reporting and
Yeah.
templates.
You
Just want to
know-
understand a bit more about that.
Yeah, look, there are stakeholders around
Okay.
that you need to take on board.
Right.
They are pushing us,
Okay.
and the requirements have become stringent. There are sensitivities from the past that they're carrying around as well, and I don't want anything to derail or delay the process. So it's coming from specific stakeholders.
No, of course. So from the past, something has happened before?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, James, we've got our new CIO,
Yeah.
and as you know, he's driving things very hard.
Sure.
Which is great for the business.
Yeah.
You know, there's no doubt about it. Look, I'll share with you, but keep this completely confidential,
Sure.
and between us. He's new, as you know, he joined about 5 months ago. His last experience of working with offshore was not that brilliant. They found that there was a lot of creep around scope, which they couldn't cope with, things weren't preempted. He's told me the stories and so on, and in the end it all became quite difficult to manage.
Sure.
So he's had his fingers burned.
Right.
So what he wants is that from this time round, all projects, and this is not just this new one, but all projects need to be, he's very hard on preempting, so the reporting has to be much more robust and in a particular style.
Sure.
That's coming from there.
Look, no problem.
But it's sensitive, it's political,
Sure.
and
But
we
look,
have to take care of that. But
Absolutely. And thank you for giving me the heads up on it. If there's anything that you need me to do from our end, if it would be helpful for James to meet with either me or maybe with the client partner, you know, if that just puts him a bit, so he knows who he's doing business with. You tell me, and maybe, and you can come back to me whenever you, but anything you need from me on this to help you, you know, just...
I think there's merit in that, really.
Yeah.
Okay, let me have a think about that.
Okay.
I think there's merit in that. Thank you for that. Yeah.
No problem. And on this, on the English point, is that tied up with this as well, or
It is. It's completely tied up with that because again, what happened was that there were miscommunications,
Yeah.
and people didn't get on very well as a result. There were
Mhm.
communication gaps. The result was murmurings inside. I'm talking about the previous experience that James has had. There were murmurings within his team and then the offshore team of the IT provider. It wasn't cognizant, I can happily say, you know.
Yeah. Thank you.
But they didn't meet on. They didn't get on eye to eye,
All right.
you know. And it threw prejudices in the minds of people, and then communication broke down.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, these
that
things can happen.
Yeah.
All right, look, they can happen. We'll make sure they won't happen. And this has been really useful. We'll have a look at the RFP. Why don't I get Rakesh, the client partner, just to give you a call and maybe, you know, have a conversation, at least with you, then, you know, he can have that conversation. If you want to, then maybe set something up with James as well. I'll leave that to you if you find it, if it's useful.
Again, I think it's a great idea, and okay, look, why don't we set that up?
Okay.
And I'd really appreciate it if you could join them.
Yeah.
Again, we'll be limited in how much we can say. We can't go off RFP, as you know.
Absolutely.
So we have to stay within the realms of the RFP. But I think as a relationship building, this would help me very much.
Yeah.
Because I need to give James confidence, and the way you're approaching it, I think that's the right way.
Well, look, it'll be my pleasure. So let me do that. We'll get the RFP tomorrow and we'll take it forward from there.
Brilliant.
All
Okay.
right. Good stuff.
Thanks for all your help.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye with it.